Hello and welcome back. So I want to take a minute and talk about one of the most influential books that I've read and really kind of started me on a journey. And it was the 4-Hour Workweek, which I'm sure everybody is familiar with Tim Ferris. And that book really changed the way I looked at doing business. I had already been an entrepreneur for years, but it just really changed my thought process. Instead of just continuously working and spending hour after hour basically performing a job versus owning a company. And I think that book was really pivotal for me. And if you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. You can find it at Amazon for under Tim Ferris 4-Hour Workweek. And I think there's one or two updated versions. But I also want to touch on something that I think a lot of people expect. And I don't think it's necessarily true, especially on a long-term basis. And that's to be able to start being an online content creator and be able to work 4-hour work weeks and expect to be successful. That hasn't been the case. For nearly the past year, I've spent an average of 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 and 7 days a week, creating content and trying to provide value. And that takes a lot of time. Of course, I'm doing it full time. That's all that I do. So that is a little bit different. You can certainly be successful creating content, being an online marketer, affiliate marketer, working a couple hours a day and starting a side hustle. You can certainly do that. But I think there was a study from YouTube especially. It wasn't from YouTube, I'm sorry. It was about the YouTube platform that it takes on average 26 months to produce a full-time income as a content creator. So knowing that for your first 2 years, it's going to be a challenge, I think when you cut it down to just a 4-hour work week, you really make that figure go out much, much further. And there's certainly people who have found success right away, and I'm not saying you won't do that, but I think if you go in thinking that you're going to start a business, any type of business, and work just 4 hours a day and have just a ton of success, I think you're setting yourself up for failure. I don't think it's the right mindset to go into. Now, do you have to go in and work 10, 12 hours a day? No, but it depends on your goals, your drive, your timeline. I'm curious, if you have read the 4-Hour Workweek, if you are an online content creator, if you're a full-time entrepreneur, what does your work day look like? I'm very curious because for me, I can take days off when I want, but if I want to continue to create that value, I've found that 4-hour work week might be a little slim for me. But hey, let me know in the comments below. Once again, thanks for watching and make it a great day.